Hello. In this video, we are going to learn how to use cumulative principal and cumulative interest payment function in Power BI. We already learned how to calculate the principal and interest component in our previous video. If you haven't watched it, please check out my previous videos. Before we implement this function in Power BI, let's try to understand what this function means with some definition and also with the help of some simple example in Excel. Here is the definition and the syntax for cumulative principal function. Returns the cumulative principal paid on a loan between start period and end period. So this particular function will help us to calculate the principal component, this cumulative principal component between two periods. It might be like first period and 12th period, or it might be fifth period or end period. It can be any period for that matter. And it takes 6 parameters here. The first one being the rate, end periods, the number of periods, present value, the present value of the loan, and start period, or the period from which you want to calculate the cumulative, and the end period, till what period you want to calculate the principal component. And type, it's optional. So again, if you input as 0, it'll calculate that the payment is made at the end of the period. And if you input 1, it'll consider as the payment being made at the beginning of the period. And return value, the cumulative principal paid in the specified period. And also we have some remarks. I'm not going to get into all these details. And if I go to the other function, cumulative interest payment, it's exactly the same like the previous one. It's cumulative principal, but only difference is you get the cumulative interest paid on a loan. So again, it again takes 6 parameters. We have the rate, number of periods, present value, start period, end period, and type. So again, the last parameter is optional. So by default, if you ignore it, it'll take it as 0. And if you input as 1, it'll consider that the payment is made at the beginning of the period. And return value, it's again the cumulative interest for that particular period which you are trying to calculate. So what I'm going to do now is like we already discussed how to calculate the principal component, interest component in our previous video. I'm going to use the same example, and then let's try to use this particular function, that's cumulative principal and cumulative interest payment function in Excel. And then later we'll try the same in Power BI. So this is the same data set which I used in my previous video as well. So we already discussed how to calculate the monthly payment amount, interest component, principal component, etc. in our previous video. And if you haven't watched this, please go and check out my previous video. And in this video, let's use the following values here. So we have the annual interest rate, 8%, number of years, 10, loan amount, 200,000, and number of periods, that is 120, that is 10 years multiplied by 12 months, so 120. So now let's say we already calculated the principal component and the interest component. So we know what is the interest paid in the first period, second period, third period, and maybe till the end. So if I scroll down, we have till 120th period. So we already calculated it. So now let's say if someone wants to find, I have made a note here, find the principal component paid between third month and 15th month. So I already calculated the principal component here. So I can simply use a sum, right? I can use sum of third month. So I have the third month here and till 15th month. So where is it? Yeah, it's here. So if I sum it up, I get my principal component. Similarly, if I want to find the cumulative interest between, let's say, first month and 11th month. So where do we have interest here? Okay, first month until the 11th month. So I can do this way, right? But Excel already comes with a built-in function. So we did not create all this table and then all this manual calculation. We did not do that. So Excel already has a built-in function called cumulative principal. So I'm going to use that one. So just type in cumulative principal and you have it here. And now it again, as I discussed earlier, it takes 6 parameters. First one is the rate. So I'm going to input this one. And I'm going to divide this by 12 because rate is annual. So we have to convert into monthly. So divide by 12 and periods. So number of periods is 120. And the present value, we have the loan amount. That's a present value. So start period, right? So we want to find the principal between 3rd month and 15th month. So I'm going to input 3, that is the start period, and end period is 15 month. Okay. And we are going to consider 0 as the payment is made at the beginning of the period. Okay. Sorry, end of the period. So I have this here directly. So without creating a huge table and doing all this manual calculation, I can simply use this function. Similarly, if I want to calculate the cumulative principal paid, again, I can use Excel built-in function. You have something called cumulative IPMT, cumulative interest payment. So I'm going to use this one. And again, it takes 6 parameter. So we have the rate here. I'm going to divide it by 12 again here because we need to convert this into monthly and end period. So number of periods is 120 and present value, that's the loan amount. Start period. So we want to find the interest component between 1st month and the 11th month. So I'm going to use start period 1 and end period 11. And again, we are going to use the basis as 0. That is the payment being made at the end of the period. So I'll use 0 and close the parenthesis and hit enter. So I have it here. So it's exactly what we got using sum function. So this is how we can use the cumulative principal and cumulative interest payment function in Excel. Hope the concept is clear. And now let's try to use the same function in Power BI and try to calculate the cumulative principal and cumulative interest payment. Let's go to Power BI. So I have this PBI file. This is the same file which I used in my previous video. So I already calculated the payment, interest component, the principal component. But in this video, we are going to just use the cumulative principal and cumulative interest payment function, and then try to do the same thing which we just worked in Excel. So now the first thing is find the principal component paid between 3rd month and 15th month. I'm going to create a new measure here and call this as cumulative principal. Cumulative principal equal to cumulative principal is a function rate. So we already know the annual interest rate is 8%, 0.08. And to convert into monthly, I'm going to divide this by 12. And periods, so number of periods is 10 into 12. So 120. And the present value, $200,000. And the start period, so 3rd month, and end period, 15th month. And basis, I'm going to use 0, that is end of the period. And hit enter. I'm going to convert this into a dollar and then 1 decimal places. So if I bring this here to the card, so maybe I can increase to 2 decimal places or 3. Okay, so we have it here. This is exactly what I got in Excel. So now again, I'm going to try to calculate the interest, cumulative interest part. So I'm going to call this as cumulative interest equal to cumulative IPMT. This is the one rate. Again, I'm going to use the same rate, 0.08, and divide it by 12 to convert this into monthly, and number of periods. So Yearly 12 payments for 10 years, that's 120. Present value, $200,000. And start period, so we want to find the interest component between first month and the 11th month. So 1 and the end period 11 and 0. And hit enter. So now if I convert this into a dollar, and maybe a 3 decimal places here, and if I bring this to this card here, I should have the cumulative interest. So 14.25 thousand. So this is exactly what we got in Excel as well. So this is how we can use these functions both in Excel and in Power BI to calculate the cumulative principal and also the cumulative interest for a certain period. I hope this video was helpful, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget this to share with your friends or colleagues. Okay, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.